G'day everyone. This is going to be a semi-quick one. I'm going to keep the first couple of minutes answering a question on supplements. What's good and why? My thoughts, my views. I'm going to keep it brief and give you an answer. And then if you're interested, watch the second half of the video and you'll see just a way to look at the world, question the world, and find what works for you that way. But to give an answer, I thought about it quickly just then because a few of you have asked on the Discord. I'll list the supplements that I've tried and I'll list what I'm on now. And the answer is I'm on 0. If something had worked, I'd keep doing it. So there's your answer. I'm on 0 supplements at the moment. I take packets of salt and put a lot of salts on food. So if you want to count that, many benefits to salt, sodium, magnesium, potassium, those types of things. And if you can't get it from normal food, the key is going to be if you can't get it from food and other sources being the earth, the sun, love, so sharing, so time with animals. This is all proven. Time with the animals, it changes the waters inside of you, and a lot of people that are depleted in nutrients are people that either don't have much to live for, so they're either doing nothing or all they do is work. And then if they do something outside of work, they're so stressed and inside and like this, they don't get to absorb the sun and absorb things like that. So most of us know how to get energy through food because we've done that since birth, and that's all we've been told is that we get energy from food. So that the body's used to that, and we really believe that. There are other ways to get energy from outside sources. So if you didn't have the perfect diet, but you were still living really well, you're going to be fine, I believe. So yeah, I take salt. I have protein at the moment. I add protein to my oats, which I just had some. And that is I only have oats when I'm trying to put on weight. Not because oats make you fat or anything like that, but they're an easy carb source. They're tasty. It's an easy way for me to get in 300 or 400 calories, and the protein is just for taste. I could just go buy Milo, but just in case the protein powder does something, I use protein. My first 5 or 6 years of training, I had a protein shake or two every single day, and I was happy with my results. Was it because of the protein? I don't have enough data to go on because I'd never trained without it. Don't know. In the second half of this video, I'll explain a little something to you, and maybe you'll be able to use your brain, use your mind, use your gut intuition to decide for yourself what works. So I have tried glutamine. I've tried creatine a bunch of times. I've noticed nothing on creatine. What else have I had? What is there? I tried test booster pills when I was about 2 years into it, maybe, and that did nothing. And I remember the guy at the shop said, maybe it's because you're 25, your testosterone, or 26, your testosterone's high enough already, so you're not going to notice that difference in that. That makes sense logically. Same thing though, I'm older now, I wouldn't bother trying it. What else was there? There was a product called Devour, which I loved. It had a hormone called ghrelin in it. Ghrelin is responsible for sending hunger signals to the body, and boy did it work. It made me hungry. I could eat more. I put on weight, got a lot of strength. Really enjoyed that. That helped me get from like 80 to 83 kilos. So it's pretty hard for me to put on weight and force down enough food. So that product helped a lot. I tried that. That was in powder form and saw great results. And they changed to pill form, and I tried it, and it didn't make me as hungry. Didn't see as much gains. Thought that was interesting. So I've tried that, enjoyed it. As far as any of the amino acids, I noticed nothing. What else is there? L-carnitine, tried that. Anytime I've tried a bunch of supplements, or ZMA and magnesium before bed for sleep, I've never noticed something massively. And if I noticed it, I'd keep with it. I'm at a point now where I would encourage you guys to try things and try one thing at a time and assess if it's working. Even if it's placebo, if it's working, it's working. Placebo can still be real. Placebo just means the explanation for it can differ person to person based on their beliefs. That doesn't mean that it doesn't work or it's not real. So if you take something and enjoy it, go for it. What else was I taking that helped with the pump? What was that? Was it just a pre-workout? I've tried taking carbs, like drinkable carbs, that come in they just made me shit. Didn't enjoy them. I don't take any fish oil, definitely not, wouldn't bother. Vitamins and stuff like that. Yeah, I've tried it in the past, but nothing made me go, holy shit, I'm onto something, apart from the salts and pre-workout. I love pre-workout. Terrible for you. but that's my thing. I love pre-workout. So I'm sorry I can't give you more of an answer. I'd recommend trying things. Just be honest with yourself. Try one thing at a time, and just assess how you feel. The answer is always food and the way you live. So the supplements, if you haven't got something in check and in line, a supplement can kind of help the side effect of that. But long term, they shouldn't be a part of your life long term. And it's the same with things like people that are on iron supplements and things like that. Do you know anyone that's taking iron supplements and now they're better? It might make their iron go up or something like that, but it's not fixing the root issue, and no one wins. Okay, second half. This is a way to look at what you believe and why we all believe, or why I used to believe, or why you still believe the things you do. If you look up so I wanted to talk about vitamin C, for example. When I say vitamin C, our minds go to citrus fruits, and we believe that they have vitamin C in it. And the way it was, one way vitamin C was proven to be helpful was to cure scurvy. And now this is all written as proof. What is scurvy? A condition caused by lack of vitamin C. I'm going to share a story about vitamin C, and you can see by the end of my story, do you actually believe that vitamin C cured scurvy? Do you even believe vitamin C exists or was ever proven to exist? So the story is with scurvy, the way that they have people with scurvy, allegedly, I don't know. This is the story, the official story, if you go look it up and things like that. People, sailors, pirates or something, had scurvy, and they gave them lemons or limes, let's say lemons, and it cured their scurvy. So they wanted to say, cool, what is in this lemon that causes scurvy? What's in this lemon? So what they did to try and find the vitamin or the mineral, what was in this lemon that's curing scurvy? Let's find it. So what they did was, I think they use a product called lead acetate, and they do a bunch of heating and cooling, and they change the lemon in a bunch of ways and manipulate it and then give it to people that have scurvy. And they did it, let's say 99 times out of 100, it didn't work. It didn't cure their scurvy with the way that they manipulate it and what they add to it and what they take and how they manipulate the food. And then one time it works. So they say, cool, whatever is left in this product, in this lemon, whatever's left, that's what cures scurvy, and we'll call that vitamin C. If you don't see some flaws in logic there, that's okay. Because this thing did cure them, okay? But not every time. That's the important part. Not every time did it cure their scurvy. Let's say 20% of the time or whatever. What did cure it every time was a lemon. A whole lemon always cured the scurvy. When they added the lead acetate and whatever other chemicals and heated it and cooled it and did that, they could come to an end product that would sometimes cure it. Why is this important? Well, how do they know? They haven't isolated, and they never have, and they never will, isolated what's in that food, that one mineral or vitamin that helped cure anything. They never did that, but the whole food did. The whole lemon every time would cure the scurvy. So what I'm trying to say is, whenever we're taking a vitamin, or if they say vitamin B exists in this food, and we take that out, we take that vitamin B out and put it in this pill, here, take this. You've changed everything. You can't take a part of something and call it the whole thing. You can't take my heart, put it in someone else and say, this is Michael. You can't take my brain, why would you? Put it in someone else and say, here's Michael. It's the same with food and nutrients. The whole lemon cured scurvy every time. The manipulation with the lead acetate and the heating and cooling sometimes cured some people. The whole food, if there was vitamin C in it, let's say that vitamin C was something that they could see and stuff like that, they could envision and see under a microscope. Taking it out of the vitamin, you've changed everything. It's attached to certain things. I don't know what it's attached to. Who cares? It's attached to water. It's attached to things in certain amounts. As soon as you take that out, you've changed everything. So when something says this has creatine in it, where did they take the creatine from? We get told it's in steak or red meat. So what, they take something out of the steak, crush it up and put it in. I don't even think they do that. I think they build it in a lab. Protein and whey protein, are they actually grabbing it from milk, from whey? Are they actually doing that and then crushing it up and adding coloring? Are they just building it from a lab, from the ground up? It's never seen the light of day. It's never been in the sun. It's never been attached to the waters that it was attached to. So you've got this product that looks and technically should be the same as the hole that we took it from, but it's not attached to those things. It hasn't lived the same life. How the heck can it work the same? That's where I'm at with many things, especially supplements, is how can this thing grown in a lab ever mimic this food made from, if you want to call it creation or God, whatever you want to call it, even though it's man-made, the food out there is still man-made, right? How can it mimic that? And logically, it can't. So try things, use that logic if you enjoy that type of logic. Not everyone has to look at the world this way, because it does make it difficult to have conversations with people sometimes and help people. This is an example, guys. When you ask me a question and I'm just like, we don't even have a premise to agree on. When someone asks me, does vitamin C help this? I'm like, I don't fucking know if vitamin C exists, man. Like, what are you saying? Vitamin C pill or this imaginary thing in a food? Are we talking about this? And what does it help? And if you isolate something, is it the same? The answer is no. So I thought I'd share that. So go eat good food. You got to get outside. There's magic to outside. There's magic to having a purpose. I'm like warm at the moment. I fucking love talking about this stuff, and I need to do more of it. This is healthy for me. Listening to it might be healthy for you. Talking and thinking like this, if it makes you feel horrible, then it's bad for you. You don't need to do this. We are all different. We all have different interests and things like that. But you got to have something to live for. Would be helpful to have something to live for outside of just gym and work. But not all of us have that luxury all the time. So find what you enjoy. Do lots of it. Figure everything out. That's the best supplement. There's my answer. Do supplements work? Here's the best supplement. Enjoying your life, having something to live for, doing things you enjoy, loving freely, patting dogs, all that type of shit. Thanks for listening. No one's going to ask me that question ever again.